All right, hello.
We're back.
Nobody.
Hello.
We are, or if you're tuning in, thank you for watching us on YouTube. And we're gonna resume our playthrough after a bit of a break of Starcraft 1.
Technical difficulties.
Yes, we're hoping to have no stutter this entire stream, so we'll see if that happens.
Yes, we will. You didn't even put the last one up, did you?
Nope.
Cool. All right. Brief story recap because that is what we were watching for.
Yep. We're starting on the Dark Templar of the Zerg campaign.
Yep. Halfway through the Zerg campaign, it can be largely summed up by the fact that Kerrigan was kidnapped and turned into a Zergy monster.
Yep. By the Zerg.
By the Zerg. Yeah. The Zerg campaign is like Zerg, comma, Zerg.
That's pretty much the campaign.
No,
it's all about the Zerg.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've talked at length before about some of this stuff, so I won't go too much into it. But Kerrigan is now the one of the problems with aliens. It's very hard to write non-human aliens, and the Zerg are quite non-human. And at this point, we finally have a human mouthpiece where she is pretty much fully corrupted. It seems she did let Jim live for unknown reasons, and in her psychic emanations from the chrysalis, she called Jim and Menx via dreams. So those seem to be the remaining parts of her humanity here. She does have some free will, and like I said, she let Jim go, which is interesting in terms of the amount. Again, we talked about kind of the romance there being completely non-existent. They have like 3 written interactions in the game, but they needed to have this interactive, or the plot of Jim and Sarah's love story is so integral now to some of the character stuff that they need to act as if there was this large. If you played this campaign and just had to hear that they had this romance in the last one, you assume there was probably a lot more than there actually was. Yes. And as the game treats it, this is actually a narrative trick. You treat it as you want it to have been in the past, and then the viewer or the consumer will remember that way. So it's very likely that as they talk about this intense love that the two have, despite the fact that you didn't see it, you'll probably begin to remember those scenes slightly more intensely, or rather that they communicate something they didn't quite do. So that will continue. They will utilize the Jim-Sarah dynamic very strongly for a lot of the pathos, despite the fact that they did very little work to actually establish it. So that's a knock against StarCraft 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how that's going to play out, actually, especially since, I mean, I kind of know what's coming because you've been talking about it. But they really didn't do much. And you did a good job of pointing that out, of like, oh no, it's Kerrigan.
Yeah.
That person we talked to twice.
Who? Yeah. You know.
I'm not going to rewatch the cinematic. We watched it at the end of the last one. If you want to see that, just tune into the previous episode. It's pretty...
Another interesting...
Yeah, it's very inspired by Aliens.
Yep, it's basically just them doing Aliens.
Right.
In a scene that makes very little sense and has nothing to do with the narrative.
Yeah.
As is a lot of the cinematics in the original StarCraft.
I'm almost 100% sure they just had the CG team make some cool... They told them what the game was about. They had the CG team go off into a corner, make some like thematic stuff, and then they just put it in.
Yeah, seriously, and get some kind of feel stuff. Like I said, it also continually invokes Warhammer 40k in terms of its strange combination of super graphic, grimdark-ness with some weird kind of gallows humor thrown in, of which that also has a lot of. Yeah. So now we're here.
All right,
and we're about to meet an important character.
And this mission is actually, I mean, I'm new, and anybody can laugh at me if they want, but it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
The Protoss are here, on charge. They have been for some time.
Holy fucking
Protoss command.
It's a big deal because Char is like their home planet.
Not their home planet, but it is their base of operations.
Within this part of the universe.
Queen of the Zerg, for we have met before. I am Tassadar of the Templar. I remember
Very
yourself
different.
as
I am
this
Elephant
defending
Man.
humanity from the
Kind of.
Unfortunate it is to see that one who was once so honorable and full of life would succumb.
So he looks terrifying,
Wiles of the Overmind.
right?
Oh yeah.
It's like the scene from Dark Knight when the Joker has the camera and he has a two-close to his face.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
In fact, I sense that your vaunted power has diminished since last we met.
We never saw them meet before.
Mayhap, O Queen.
That's a good
Or is it only that
Assumed
I
that they
need
met
not
on
flaunt my power in such an infantile test of will?
Foolish Templar, prepare your defenses. I will come for you soon.
So note as well that the past couple missions we've had Zaz, Cerebrid make note that
Not
Kerrigan...
to be confused with pizzas, which is a delicious food.
I thought you were gonna... I didn't see that coming somehow. No, yes, definitely not. He's far more...
Tentacly.
No, anyway, the point I was making, story-wise, what was it?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Zaz has called into question the wisdom of giving Kerrigan so much freedom and leeway, and the Overmind has staunchly told him, go screw yourself.
Yep.
She is my favorite. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, basically.
So note that.
Which is interesting, right, for the Overmind.
Only time it's happened.
Who tends to, like being in control of everything. 'Cause that's kind
Basically
of
God.
Something strange about this Templar.
Hey, it's...
Perhaps you should reconsider your attack.
For the last time, Zaz, you question my motives and authority at your own peril.
You dare threaten a Cerebrid? You'll be the doom of us all.
Alright, I gotta get back in the groove. It's been a hot
It
minute.
has been a hot second, hasn't it? So that's your Hydralisk upgrades.
Yeah, we will start with... kind of upgrade what we want first.
Wriggling movement can never go bad.
Yeah, let's do that.
It really can never go wrong. And then, yeah, just keep on growing.
I make those good Zerglings go bad.
You wanna... you will want, to work towards another hatch, right?
Yes.
Remember, you're gonna get attacked here, so I'd just stick around your creep colonies. Or upgrade ways. No, that's a Sun colony, so you're fine there. You can put another one down there if you like. Or pull down your Guardians and Mutalisks.
Oh, we gotta get going on this thing.
And then, yeah, probably get a...
And then a hatch.
Keep running. For mineral. We'll say... I guess we'll go. Most of the time, you don't have to build a geyser until you actually need the gas.
That's fair.
That's gigantic. I love the Zerg music.
Really?
Yeah, it's this weird kind of electrical 80s.
It is very 80s.
It reminds me of some of the stuff from the early Red Alert actually.
Put these right next to each other.
Wherever you want it.
And let's get some Zerglings going.
Oh, you also have Kerrigan. She's a good defensive tool.
Yes. Only a defensive tool.
Yep, let's talk
You
about
mentioned
that. The
before
problem
about
of...
the offensive problems.
Well, the problem of just the blank must survive and not making her... She's just a really strong unit as opposed to a full kind of hero unit, which Blizzard would not figure out until Warcraft 3, actually, when they made... Some people would say too much so.
When they made
based
Dota.
around-
I mean...
Yeah. Well, yeah, hero units in Warcraft 3 were so much more important than the rest of your army. And they did that really well, I think. And I love Warcraft 3 for what it is, but I don't think they quite figured out how to do that, as well as just not making her non-revivable.
Okay, so it turns out that this particular level is far more about building the right thing than it is about just building stuff.
Correct.
Because we only have a very limited amount of resources, and there is no second expansion.
Oh yeah, I forgot that about. Yeah, that was a... which is very antithetical to the Zerg playstyle, right?
Yeah, it is.
Which is kind of, up till now, has just been massing stuff.
So we really want to get full upgrades, and probably, what do you think, Mutalisks?
And been our most resource efficient for sure.
Yeah.
You could also upgrade those into Guardians at some point if you want to. Which I don't think you should, but... well, if you're gonna do Mutalisks, then you don't need the Evo Trooper.
I don't?
Nope.
Oh, what do I need?
Spire.
How do I cancel this?
Cancel. Bottom.
Spire.
Honor advanced, and it'll be layer tech, so you gotta layer. Wait, your hatchery never went up.
Why did my hatchery never go up?
My guess is you put it down, and then a larva crawled into the path of it,
Really? That's...
and then it blocked it. You should be fine. And then the drone.
Well, we'll try this again, then. Also, what are you guys doing around standing around like peasants?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, Work.
We should have done Warcraft 3 instead.
Well, we still can.
Too late. That's okay.
We're only gonna play Blizzard games from here on out.
I do love the Blizzard RTSs.
Alright.
Warcraft 3 was really my first Blizzard game ever.
Really?
I didn't play Starcraft. And,
World of Warcraft was my first board game.
didn't
Well,
play
I guess I
Diablo.
played Diablo 2 a little bit.
Diablo 2
before
was
that.
way too scary. I was super not allowed to play that shit. It had a skeleton on the cover.
Yeah.
So my mom was angry about how scary Arthas looked on the cover of Frozen Throne. Have you seen that? Where he like,
Yeah.
I mean it's kind of creepy, but she's like, oh, I would hide. This is true. Admitting this on stream, I would hide the booklets, the story booklets, because back then the booklets had tons of the lore in it, and I loved that. I would hide those under my bed because they would fit under the.
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah. And I'd keep them there, and I'd have a book that was gonna be like, so if I was reading those, my mom came in, I'd have a book to the side that she could think I was reading, because I could slip them under the bed so quickly and then pull up a book.
Oh my gosh.
That is true. I did that.
That's amazing.
Yep.
You heard it here first, folks.
First,
if
yeah.
you have kids, they are getting away with
They
stuff,
are
guys. They're
reading
way
all kinds of
smarter
Blizzard
than
manuals. No, I'm sure she knew. She found it once, actually, when she was sitting near my bed reading to me. Yeah. It's really funny. I hadn't thought about that in a long time.
I want to wait. I don't want to build anything I don't need. Just gonna hold off.
Well, let's get scouting.
Get busy scouting or get,
get
busy,
busy.
dying.
Scouting. You put up another creep colony there. Another sun colony wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
'Cause eventually the attacks are gonna start coming pretty intensely, I
On
think.
your own face.
God, I need to spawn more overlords. You ever think about that? If I recall, it's pretty wide open, and there's 2 Protoss bases in the south, right?
Yeah, well, there's 2 or 3.
And I think there's one
It's
on
pretty
the
sprawling.
on the west or on the east side.
It's
To
a
the window.
Greek colony. This is the one place they can attack from.
More or less.
Pretty easy.
I mean, air can come from anywhere, but
Oh, right. So now
so I got that. So I can get a spire.
That's right.
Bandrone.
Inspire.
I was gonna need an overlord very soon.
Triple overlord.
Oh my gosh, these are so many of these are.
Nope.
I think he ran a whole 2 groups of Zerglings into that, and they all died last time.
Yeah, I know.
And we were like out of resources, and we were stuttering, and we were like, well, that's
Yep, this is not going well.
GG.
That's what we
I think you're
decided.
cutting them back to base, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Come on, where's my spire at?
Keep throwing. Wow, they take so much damage. So. As another difference from StarCraft 2 that we talked about, Protoss units are even more hardy in this game.
In 2?
No,
Oh,
in this one. In 1. There's actually like a lot more. We've talked about that. The differentiation between races is a very, very difficult thing to do in RTSs because it upsets balance. You just want to homogenize. That's the easiest way to balance things.
Right.
And the more different you make gameplay dynamics, not just units, but core gameplay mechanics, the harder it is. That's why I admire the Zerg so much.
Put her up here.
Bold move.
A bold
Nice.
move.
I literally couldn't even. Again, let's note the difference in aesthetic. That is terrifying.
Bold move.
That is kind of sinister. Not okay? Okay. Oh, not Mutalisk. Nope, not a Mutalisk.
Mutalisk is still pretty bad. Either way.
Oh yeah, those are creepy.
Kind of just a mouth.
Yeah. I actually still think that it might just be a thing about the lower fidelity graphics, which is creepy too. Like,
Yeah.
look on the Mutalisk, for example. That versus this. For some reason, that's way worse to me.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Seems slummier somehow. Paler. Like a kielbasa.
Like a kielbasa. The
You
most
ever seen? Yeah.
fearsome food.
Don't bring the food of warriors.
A kielbasa.
So you can start your Spire upgrades.
Yeah, I already,
You already did?
I already did. Should I build another one?
Can if you want. It's cheap.
I don't know if I aspire to have that then.
Why? Why so many? You should get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Require more Vespene gas.
You can probably put 4. Maybe not actually. Might be able to put foreign gas.
Oh, you're right.
It's real close.
It's real close.
I probably won't make a difference. A negligible amount.
Alright, let's get another spire out.
Okay,
I
Yeah,
don't.
it's 200, 150. Maybe not. I mean, it's just for speed. It will go quicker. I think it's really good. But I'll probably bottleneck on. How much gas do you have in that geyser?
4,000.
Not a lot.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, it's alright. Got a drone up there. Send to work.
Go get the back line.
It's weird that I just heard him say yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't think he said that.
It was like a zergy yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, he was inspired by,
John McClane.
yeah, Mr. McClane.
We're on the subject. Christmas movie, not a Christmas movie?
I don't think it's a Christmas
No?
movie, but
No.
I mean, I would love to hear from somebody else.
Well, you're in luck. Yes. I mean, it's not a Christmas movie by theme, but it takes place during Christmas, and it's watched a lot at Christmas, and it's become a cultural phenomenon to discuss the fact that it's a Christmas movie, hence, by definition.
So does, oh shoot, what is that? What is that one movie where it takes place during...
White Christmas? Yeah.
No. It takes place during World War One, and they have, like... Because you know the famous story of them playing football on Christmas?
Yeah. How the
shooting ceased.
on,
And
on that Eastern Front.
yeah. What movie was that?
Do they have a movie like that?
Yeah, there's a movie about
And it
that.
shows the.
Yeah. So
It's not All Quiet on the Western Front.
I don't think
It's
so.
a famous World War One.
I don't think that it was called that. I forget what it was called. Anyway, that's a Christmas movie.
There's not too many World War One movies. That's a really interesting thing.
Yeah.
Is that World War Two obviously became this damn near mythology, you know, that
Right.
is its own genre. But I wonder how that'll be going forward as we get farther and farther away from it. You know?
Yeah.
Like in the 90s and early 2000s when I was growing up, that was obviously a big thing. Because that was 50 years ago. Now it's 70 years ago.
Yeah. The number of people who are alive are really dwindling.
Yeah. As well as just the people, the cultural memory of it having affected the world. You know, like East and West Germany isn't a thing, right?
Right.
Like for a long time, in the 90s, that was a thing. That was a direct result of World War II, or the Reconstruction era, obviously. The farther and farther we get from World War II, the less and less easy it is to remember that that's what shaped this century. America wasn't really a thing before that. I feel like they're less aggressive this time around. Remember last time we were playing?
Yeah. Well, I also was poking them a lot more because I think I didn't know the map, so I was just trying to like.
Yeah,
Go
maybe you
for
were.
stuff.
Yeah, maybe you were legitimately.
I'm gonna just mass a bunch of mutalisks and maybe try to go with this while I still have like the upgrade advantage before they catch up, basically. I don't want that.
That's fine strategy. It's a bold strategy.
It is a bold strategy cop. There's a hype in there.
All right, let's reflect more on some of the Starcraft story here.
Oh, I got a really clean, like, look at the rate of this coming. Like, it is
Boom.
unbroken.
Boom. Oh, did you put 4 in?
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones.
All forces are under attack.
Here we go.
Oh, that's a bad time to scratch. Oh, kill the Reaper, kill the Reaper, kill the Reaper. You don't see them, they're farther back. Left, there you go.
That was going so well, too.
I didn't even know Kerrigan was down there. When did you move her down there?
I should not have moved her anywhere.
Yeah.
That's super dumb.
Doesn't she feel like the most powerful agent of the Swarm, though?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because she dies immediately without any
Dies
supervision.
immediately, and then, yeah. And then you
So, those units are Reavers. Oh my god, look at that! There's a defeat screen. That's fun.
Look at that, see? They had way more units than me.
Alright, no. Just want to see what the old version looks like. Oh, pretty good. That's so cool. The nuke. Is that specific?
Okay, wow, they literally just throw you back into it. You want to play this one?
Templar.
I've lost this mission twice. I feel like you should probably give it a shot.
You're in charge.
Alright, let's do it.
So Reavers are a high-tier Protoss unit that are basically artillery. They kind of work like carry. Ooh, wow, that was close. You see that?
No.
I bumped this
Yeah.
and the glass went to like here.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Alrighty.
For the last time, Zars, you question my motives and authority at your own peril.
Dare threaten a cerebrate? You'll be the
You dare not be a flashback!
Yeah. Even the Cerebrus look creepier on
Lo-fi?
on lo-fi, which is fascinating because it's just that seems to speak less to the design, right? Because there's very little design to change there,
Right.
and more to the
So-
design or the,
Like, do we-
fidelity
What we're getting at, guys, is do we think that low-quality graphics are spooky?
are spooked. Well, considering that we've done
Possibly.
2 full months of horror exploration, did we ever come up against that? Talking about graphic fidelity. God, I hate overlords and
No.
the weird little tail.
No, I don't think we did. That'll have to be for next year when we do a
The tail?
8-part.
I don't see the tail.
Is the tail still there in low, like in the?
It's probably less visible. Yeah, it still is. Well, in this case, this is actually way more horrifying because you can see the butt.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really
It's
depends.
always more
Seems-
horrifying if you can see the butt.
More or less. So yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Well, I
Cerebrate.
don't know. I don't know. What I think
Yeah,
about
just
that
send her
actually.
way to the back.
Yeah, way the
Put her way, just
Way-
way,
way
in the
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is remarkable that she died that quickly. What she got? Like 200 health?
Yes, Cerebrate.
400
400 health.
Still, a Reaver will eat through that pretty quick. Anyway, Reavers are basically carriers on the ground. They make, and instead of they're things
Instead of carrying things, they just
they
shoot things.
shoot things. Yeah.
It's actually really poorly named.
Yeah. Well, they reef things.
Oh, yeah, right.
You were definitely bereaved
I was, 'cause I
Of-
was lost.
of
Like winning.
of success. Alrighty, one more drone cycle. Come on, you boy. Your drone.
This is definitely the hardest mission we've played so far.
There we go. Oh dear. Wait, really? Oh, that was quick.
Get wrecked.
Yes. Become wrecked. Gonna put you on 4, gonna put you on 5. Actually, we'll put you on 5 and 6. 5. 4. Guardians, we will move down here. Do shoot stuff. What does these guys do what? 20? Yeah, that's not bad. Mutalisks are what? 9. Oh shoot, I have to turn my view into it. That's the one thing I don't like about Zerg Macro, which is losing drones to buildings.
Yeah, it makes it hard to account for how many you'll need.
Correct. Can't do that. Can we get a spire?
Oh, look at that. 3 buildings upgrading at the same time. I feel like
Yeah.
you were being a bit more efficient about this.
Pop goes the weasel. Disgusting.
And in this case, the weasel is a giant egg sack.
Yeah, it's an insect wart on the ground.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
On the ground.
Insect wart on the ground.
Nice. That's a fine band name actually. Oh yeah, I forgot you can grown up.
Sounds like could be death metal.
Or like foreign death metal, like a band that doesn't actually speak English. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
And like
exactly.
trying to communicate an idea, but like improv, not
Yeah,
fluent.
insect wart.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just an idea that doesn't translate
Yeah.
from Scandinavian.
Yeah. I think that's beautiful. So cultures can be so.
Yeah, me too.
Is that Blair something? Yeah, so we don't
There it is. Oh, you have so many overlays.
Yep, just kind of future-proof that. Wow, they are so slow. That's remarkable. Layers up, which means
Fires up.
layer up, fire up.
Sun's out, guns out.
Oh wow,
Wow, minerals.
shorting on minerals. No, I mean I just built 6 drums. Good. Actually, no, we want you in here. Good. Look at me using the mouse. Day9's Zerg voices are quite good. If you want to go check those out, he knows Mutalisks. Quite impressive. I just might be close to. Yeah, not too far from probably actual. What do you call it?
Saturation.
Thank you.
Actual saturation.
Another good banding. All the little nibbling sounds they make. It's so adorable. Maybe adorable is a strong word.
Yeah, I don't know what adorable. Keep in mind there's another ramp to the southwest, which I didn't like there.
This guy?
No, the other one. Yeah, right there, there's one. Which is where the Reaver came before.
No, I think they... Oh, you're right. They did. Wow, that's so hard to see.
It's super subtle.
Did they? I feel like it's easier to see on... maybe not. What do you think? Easier on original or not?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Just try playing lo-fi here for a sec.
This part of the music I do like.
But I mean, the tower music better too. Alrighty, infrastructure complete. One more drone. Now we're off to the
Mutarace.
Mutalisk. Kerrigan, you just stay here and
Look pretty.
be as safe as possible. Go hang with the overlords. Maybe. Oh yeah, she has Storm. That's funny.
Oh yeah, no, she's
So I
got
talked
lots
about
of
this.
cool moves.
I talked this last time. They
She dies and ruins everything.
and everything. She they didn't make unique heroes. They just gave her moves from other
Other units.
things. Alrighty. We're doing upgrades. Alright, and we are pretty much off. S M minerals. Yeah, mutas are expensive, man. When you get a nice big kill pack of them.
Yeah.
They feel so nice. Also, I'm curious about. Yeah, it should be good. Ooh. The pulsating. Zerg are a lot grosser in this, I think, too. In 1 instead of 2.
Yeah.
I think so. I might be wrong about
I
that.
haven't played any of twos.
I mean, it's entirely up to.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Not for long. Kill everyone. Shoot her! Run! Run! Did they ever attack from this side too? I guess they did.
They never attacked from that bridge until they brought the Reaver when I played here.
Oh wow, that was very close to dead. Wow, that was 2 zealots and 2 dragoons. That's all it
Yeah,
took.
almost
Huh?
took out a whole sum.
How many Marines we would have needed for that? Oh, really?
You might need 4 on gas. That's what I had.
Yeah, but I built this closer, and it's dropping off here.
Yeah, you're right.
Require more speed gas.
Usually you just have 2 geysers. Let's put 4 on, see what happens. We're obviously fine on minerals. Yeah, it's going faster. 4 seems good. How much is Beetle? 100. So I need 600 for a full production cycle. That's a lot of gas.
That's a lot of gas.
Yeah, gonna need a lot more dying holes. Does that feel like horses? Get a horse. Oh, he's gone. Get a horse vibe.
What?
Horse vibe from the overlords.
Horse vibe. No, I mean, all I think of is I'm pretty sure they use some of the sound effects in like this in World of Warcraft, so I think. Oh, from Overlord?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant the Mutalisks.
No. Oh, the mutas? No. Oh, you think they use some of these in WoW?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like 80% sure that's the raptor noise from WoW.
Oh my god, the raptor aggression.
Yeah.
Holy crap, you're right. Yeah, man. Anyone who played a starting level character in Ogremar, or not in Ogremar, in Duratar. Yeah.
It's been a while, but I still got it, man.
We have still. I lost it, but I still got it. you know.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to say.
Group up your Mulisks.
Make it a death ball.
And okay. Oh, crap, gas.
We need gas.
So much gas. 175. That's interesting. Flyer is a lot less than Carapace.
Huh.
I didn't know that. 50 to 50. And then, yeah.
Do you have enough?
I think we're gonna have enough minerals, Mark.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need gas. I'm surprised that there is no way to exchange one for the other. Like, there's no tech building that'll let you do
Yeah,
that.
that's interesting. Most RTS games actually have a marketplace of some side where you can exchange one for the other, like in good old Billions.
Right.
Age of Empires did that. Obviously, you do that in Subcom with extractors or fabricators.
Right.
And shit ton of power into mass. Oh boy, it's gonna be slow going here. I guess 2 full groups of Mutalisks is pretty good, right?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Psionic and Snare, Cloak, and Consume. Well, if we ever need to kill anything, that's ours. We can do that pretty easily.
Do we ever need to do that?
No. I mean, I hope not. Did I lose a Mutalist?
I don't know how you would have done that.
Yeah, I know. Nothing down. That was you. You guys don't stay there. I don't want to lose you. Oh no. Well, whatever you did to the capture card marker worked.
Yeah.
Perfect. No stuttering. What did you do? You ran it through.
I didn't run the USB for the capture card through the dock. I ran it through the computer.
Oh, never mind. Found an expansion.
Found an expansion?
Yeah. It's just across the little chasm here. Oh god. Good. Alright. Fuck them. Give me some transportation. These guardians right here. Oh, good. Thank God. Alright, that makes me very happy. La la la. Is there any way up here? I could have sworn we scouted the whole map, man. Well, apologies to anyone watching who knows this game really well and is like, you absolute donkey. La la la. Reavers must die. What did he get here? Was it a drop? Must be a drop. Oh, hello, it's me.
Yes.
Wait,
I was fiddling with the camera.
Okay.
I just don't want to be distracted.
Oh,
For some reason it just cut out a little bit, so I switched to the other one.
the camera? Oh, to this guy?
Yeah.
Is there a way to get you on?
Oh yeah, no, I'll work on it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to expand because.
Yeah, because definitely.
Because-
I think they had already moved up to that expansion.
Oh, maybe they
I
did.
think that they actually advanced up there,
Oh yeah.
which is fascinating.
That is
So they're
interesting.
smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know the AI would do that. Yeah, it's definitely gotten better as stuff's gone on.
They can be trained.
Oh, we need a hive. And we need a queen staff. They can be. What was the other thing? Good. Movement. Put a lore down here. Just gonna go ahead and load you up. Oh, we finally had our Overlord max. I've command blocked myself, which is super not cool, and I'm sorry. Could have sworn we had more mutos. Where did my mutos go? No? Oh, there. Oh, that's right. I put this up there for no apparent reason. God, you use it fast. Where's my overlord with? sent Kerrigan over to this other base. Make it safe. Get Overlord speed down? Not yet. Carry on my wayward son. Seriously, what? Why am I losing my... Why am I losing units? I do not understand. Oh, there you go. Good stuff. Yep. Here we go. Finish our 1-1 or our 2-2s. Meanwhile, Bermudas. Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, guys. That's my suboptimal macro. Whoa. And we know the extractor because of course we do. Let's go. Off how fast overlords are now when you get overlord speed. Speed is so very good. One more batch of overlords. Find out there pretty soon. My fleet of overlords. That's coming out fine. That's still hiving. You guys do great over sure. Just gotta go full unit, man. Nah, we'll get 300.
Alright, well, we'll have to stick with this for now. I'm not sure what's going on here.
As in, you can't get it to do what you want?
Yep. That's fine.
Sorry.
You can still see me.
Are you still on? Yeah. Oh, we almost got our second full group of Mayados. Two more. And we close. Should we do a full third group of Mayados?
Oh. How many do you have right now? Two?
Two. Well,
I mean, if you have another base, man, you probably have the build power for it.
I believe so. Yes. Always the gas with you people.
Always some burns with this.
Always
Alright, they're gonna get pulled.
Yeah. Oh, Reavers again. They killed a lot of drones with that. I swear to God, they're dropping up here. There's no other way. Yeah, there's no other way to. So Reaver drops are super scary because in this game,
Can you drop a Reaver?
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that's stunning.
They have shuttles, and they're instant pickup and set down. So you drop the Reaver, shoot, pick up, run away.
Interesting.
Yeah, I actually don't know how many drones I just lost there, but I think I lost a non-zero. There's you guys. There's two. There's two. All right. Yeah, we'll do 3. Seems out we're already halfway around. Jeez.
You're cranking them out.
Wow!
Was that supposed to be living on a prayer?
That is.
Alright.
More. Yeah, just that one part. I can understand why they didn't just go with that, but
Actually, it sounds like somebody may be being attacked or something.
wow! Wow! Yeah. 3. And there we go. Alright, look at us. Everyone's happy. Everyone's mining. We're doing great. How much gas is here? Oh, not a whole ton. This is actually a small, relatively small expansion, but...
Yeah, but it's enough to give you another, gas.
Yeah.
Which is really what you need.
And 3 more, and then we're good. Gonna wait till 300 gas, and then... Gas. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but it's our maximum tech building.
I don't think I have seen that yet. That is pretty cool.
It's the full evolution. Which, do we have anything else, or just have Queen's Nest? Yeah, we don't have a Defiler Pit or a Ultimate done yet.
Ooh, I didn't even know those were things.
I know. Those are our tier 3 units. We do have Guardians, which are tier 3 air. Which, yeah, they're gonna be getting scary here.
Are they good?
Oh yeah, Guardians. Yeah. Dude, that was the Mad Max music.
Yeah, you're right. You've got 600. Oh, there you go.
I'm spending. I really don't have anything else to spend on anymore.
Are you pretty much there, huh?
It's not
ready to make a couple of good attacks and knock them out?
I do love Zerglings. I'm gonna get fully upgraded Zerglings here. So I'll spend my extra stuff on.
Well, you don't even have that many Zerglings.
Yeah, I can build them quick.
That's true.
What's an Evo Chamber, V? Sure is.
Spend your millions on your Zerg.
More or less. Then get speed and adrenal rush, which is just attack speed. They're called crack Zerglings. Cracklings.
Oh, nice. Cracklings.
Is the fully upgraded metabolic boost adrenal glands Zerglings. So then I'll have some grabs for it. And we are good on. Alright. 3 groups of fully upgraded units. I think should do. Are we almost there? Okay. Get started. No. Just gonna let this turn over so I don't have to come back in macro again. I'm lazy.
You gotta get that APM, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I know. No, you don't.
Just keep doing that. That'll get your APM on.
Great thing about Zerg is they can. Wow, that's a lot of mutas.
That's a lot of mutas.
Think it's enough?
I don't know, man. You have a lot of stuff. Can we talk about Jim Carrey and the Sonic movie?
Yes, we can.
That's exciting.
At this moment, he actually is the only thing I was excited about.
Yep, that is also
the last shot of him as Robotnik.
Yes.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's. I think a lot of people felt that way.
Just Jim Carrey playing himself in the '90s sounds great.
Yeah. Is that another expansion you found?
Yeah. Jeez.
Just rolling through dragoons.
That's a lot of groups, to be fair. Holy frick, man. Am I losing any?
Yeah, you're losing some.
No, I'm not. I didn't lose a single one.
You lose a single?
Jeez. Okay, so Mutalisks are good.
Yeah, well, especially fully upgraded.
Yeah, do they have any upgrades on these? No, they have 1/1s. Okay, so I think we won the mission. I think the mission's over.
You think so?
Yes.
I think you have a whole base down south there.
Yeah, but this was one of their bigger bases, wasn't it?
No, this was like a little outpost.
I want to do Zerglings. Oh, the poor little Reaver. That's the one weird thing, is that the Protoss have some weird insectoid stuff too, right? The Dragoons are like 4-legged spiders, the Reavers are big slugs.
It's a good point, yeah.
Okay, lost the Mutants. Feels pretty bad, but yeah. Sometimes you gotta crack an egg.
R.I.P.
Rip one Mutalisk. Target firing is always fun. Scouts are good anti-air. Well, this is actually a lot.
This is their main base, so if you can take this out, you're set.
Oh shit,
Getting embroiled.
Ooh, good use of embroiled.
Getting embroiled in a skirmish to the east.
Yeah. Mighty, man. Power overwhelming, bitches. Go with the Archons.
They said that? They said power overwhelming bitches? Wow.
Classic Protoss vocabulary. You don't mess with Kerrigan, man. Son packs of Sky Raptors, dude. Uh-oh. Oh, really? Okay. I'm gonna pull everyone back.
Really? How are you gonna deal with that?
Oh, there's actually a lot of them. Okay, yep, everyone back.
Kerrigan, where's Kerrigan?
Yeah, we can put her in Overlord and send her over. Why aren't your zealots attacking?
They're just standing there. That's all they are.
Oh, so they draft, huh?
What?
Stay away from my overlords. Oh, they did a drop.
Oh,
Really,
yeah.
right?
I know the zealots are scattering. Yeah, you still have a ton of mutilations. And you could make 18 more right now.
Yes, that's also true. I can do 4 production cycles. I know I can. 18? No, I can do 9.
No, I thought it was 100 per mutalisk.
Oh yeah, I built capacity.
Oh, okay.
All my drones dead. In the meantime, we're going to do what Mark said we were going to do. Keep on muting. Ooh, look at our Greater Spire.
Nice.
Starcraft 2, you do have to upgrade to Greater Spire to get the last line of upgrades.
What's the point of having the Greater Spire in this one?
Allows for Guardians.
Sure. I think you're still good to keep attacking with this fleet.
Yeah, I want to do Zerglings. Is it fair? Do I have your blessing, Mark?
Nah,
Can I,
you know, we do want to finish this
play
playthrough
the game?
sometime this
Oh
year.
yeah,
so.
yeah, but you're right. Fine. Alright, fine. Yeah, no, that's a really good point. Huh, interesting. My most losses were in 1, 2, and then 3.
Weird.
That's just the way I was doing it, right? I was always sending commands 1, 2, 3.
First, sure.
So 1 was our sacrificial boys. Got a. Yeah,
Oh, look at them crowding around that last little mineral patch.
it's kind of sad.
That is kind of sad. Like,
I want some.
one day we'll run out of minerals, then what will we do?
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I absolutely.
Go have just one mineral.
I don't really need to be droning, do I? Do I lose the larva? Get 2. Interesting. Alright, we'll bring our boys over here. We'll replenish 1. Come on over.
Come on over, baby.
It is a big friggin' base, to be fair.
It's
Look at
a
this.
big base. I
We
have
have
shocked.
2 full mineral patches. Frickin' minerals with it. Tastar, don't mess around, buddy.
Tassadar don't play games.
Apparently not. Neither do we, fortunately.
Except for this one. We do play this skin.
This is probably a Guardian mission. Like we're supposed to use Guardians, but they're really more defensive.
Why do you say it's a Guardian?
Because it's the first mission with Guardians.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. You do a lot of dreams. Oh, shit, man!
A lot of doom.
I don't think this is actually efficient here. I didn't destroy any gateways, I guess that was my mistake. Yeah, it's losses here.
All forces are under attack.
Rubber back. It's so fascinating that they didn't attack at all. Like, this would have been a lot harder mission if they actually used some of those forces to attack us, you know?
Yes, that would have been much harder.
That was a lot of degrees. I'm pretty sure that would have busted through our little 2 Guardian, 4 Hydralisk defense.
I think that's it, guys.
I think we're good. Looking for gateways at this point. Yep.
Shouldn't you wipe out drones?
Nah. I'll have the gateways go down because I can't keep on building the rooms. Death from above. It does feel real. This is like my favorite feeling. I always play RTS games wrong, right? I just macro and build up infrastructure and I build a big force and I kill everything.
Right.
That's the way I want to play. And that's not the way you're supposed to play. Competitive is not. It's about doing both of them at the same time.
Right.
That's the point of the game is. But I don't like doing that. So, but the end here, when you just have a huge force, you just get to go murder everything. It is a good thing. Now that being said, I think they have another base. to the left here. Yep. Yeah, I must have more production somewhere. So I killed everything, didn't I?
Yep. Yeah, I think for as you keep going west, you'll have more.
Fuck that pallet. In particular. Alright, I'm gonna pretend to macro. I'm gonna use both hands for it. Right.
See the way it is subtle and quick.
Yeah.
Barely detectable.
Just like the pros do it. And then stop doing everything. Be quicker, just go back and freaking click on stuff almost at that point. Oh, there's a whole screen away from you, that's man. Fantastic.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, no. That's Cortairs. Those are bad. Oh, no, the shuttle, sorry. We're not Cortairs. This is, what is that? Oh, it's a shield battery. Yeah, I forgot they had those. That's interesting. Oh, that was a strange little outpost. What this shit? I missed him just kill everything?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Exterminate.
Kerrigan can't die, though. Exterminate. Okay, well. I could have sworn they had a big base here.
I thought a lot of things were different when I played. Like, I thought they had 3 different bases, and I also thought that they had taken that northern outpost. But I may have just been too slow on the draw.
Well, they did have 3 bases. This time around, too, because remember, I killed the one up here, and then...
That's true.
Gotta be something else.
Coming at you with reavers, man?
Will kill me. That's dead. Now, the thing is that the Scarabs really bad. The ammo for the Reavers, the Scarabs, really weird AI, and they're really finicky. And they are, in fact, AI. What the heck? They must be over here. Oh my god, there's another expansion.
I do not remember any of this.
That's hilarious. Whoops.
Oh, whatever. Glad we won this time. That's the thing, right? It's like we know that we've won. We're just waiting to win.
So this is the interesting, yeah, this is something Sean talks about too when he did his Warcraft 3 playthrough, which is we've won, right? The game's pretty much over. It's just we haven't actually won yet.
Right.
And there is some level of enjoying, like I said, just killing stuff.
Right.
2A, 3A.
Oh.
But,
this isn't...
all the tension's gone.
This is there's no special rank here. This is just a campaign.
Oh my god, someone asked?
Yeah.
Someone watching?
Yep.
Wait, what did they ask?
Don't laugh at people who watch. They just asked what rank it was.
Oh. Yeah, that's multiplayer. Yeah. We would be bronze. We would be bronze 2, maybe. Actually, I don't remember what the Brood War rankings were. Kind of friend in chat. What is our Brood War ranking system? I think the fact that I just selected 3 groups of maxed mutas and 1 8 across the map that should tell you what ranking we're at right now. Alright. GG. Oh, nope, not GG.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of stuff in this map still, I think, that you haven't killed.
Clearly.
Where are
Oh,
you,
that was it.
Tassadar? Do your
Great screen
underlings
stuff.
always do your fighting for you?
So dark.
Victory whiskey.
Shall be our battleground.
Why is that word focused?
Face me here. And I will
Ooh, is it gonna be one-on? We get to go one-on-one?
Tassadar literally just threw down like 1v1 me, Fox only, no items. Found this
1v1 me, Fox only. No, that's such a good reference.
1v1, found destination.
Yeah, I love it.
Can I just like not make Kerrigan the only person who's there?
It does seem like that would be a pretty easy rule to break. I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, Kerrigan's kind of not known for her.
Map is covered in.
Yeah, just only mutalisks. Oh no.
I can only
Lot
make
of
18
gas.
more mutas.
Sure. Well, we found, you know, another map worth it.
We lost our
That was one thing
viewer
they didn't
after
do
we
great.
found out that we weren't
The
special.
terrain, it's
right?
really hard to see it. Oh, he left.
We left after we found out we weren't special.
We're not special.
I'd like to think we were special.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
So yeah, well, I'm curious what's gonna happen here. If you, it probably gets rid of all your other units, right?
We'll see.
It's not gonna let you do this business.
I'm listening. My way.
Where do you want to be? Oh, alone. Interesting.
So like
Yeah, so it's not giving us the win, huh? Wow, this is just very clearly a trap. Oh! Death Star! Oh!
wow.
We did Death Star.
Why didn't they let us do that? I feel like that would have been fun.
Are you afraid to face me, Templar?
So long as you continue to be so predictable, Queen, I need not face you at all. You are your own worst enemy.
So we make of that?
Victorious. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing yet.
Kind of strange.
Nothing yet.
The calling. That sounds menacing.
Insufferable Protoss coward. Tassadar cannot evade my wrath forever. I shall find him and cut it.
Kerrigan, Zaz is dead.
Oh, it is a pity that Cerebrants cannot truly be killed. I expect that the Overmind will reincarnate him soon.
No, he will not. The Protoss have devised some new attack. An attack powerful enough to nullify our reincarnation and give pause to the Overmind itself.
So, Tassadar's plan was merely a diversion. I should not have underestimated him.
Yeah, probably not.
Without its master, Zas's brood has run amok, and even now threatens the Hive Cluster. Cerebrate, you must eradicate the rampaging brood and stem any further damage it might cause. I shall deal with the Protoss myself.
So frick, man, we got played.
We got super played. Also, remember how I said that there was a plausible reason for each faction to be fighting itself built into the game?
Yeah.
Except for Zerg.
Except for Zerg.
And now we have one
And now
for
we found
Zerg.
it. Yep, I was
so
thinking the
there's
exact same thing.
There's actually a reason for every faction to be fighting.
Here's our lore ZVZ.
Yes.
I actually really like that because it is the first time that it feels like a bait and switch on the, or maybe not, certainly for the Zerg campaign. There's been a couple times here where we've been Terran and we do something and then find out that something else, was actually what we were doing. Most notably with Kerrigan on Tarsonis. But I love this difficulty in storytelling in RTS is largely due to the fact that you have very little narrative control, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not a character. So being able to, and there's very little ways to interact. Special.
This is the
Oh, just some dude.
question from before.
Special rank. I think that's
Is that burned?
yeah, that's like a special ed joke. The internet. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So being able to have just a false premise, an unreliable narrator of sorts, right, where we are being tricked and we have no say over what our objectives are, and the game allows us to be tricked, gives a little bit of depth that you're not going to see in Starcraft, in my opinion. But it's cool, right? We succeeded in our mission. It's a cool way too. The problem with always having to win, this is something else I talked about with war games, is because we're in the Zerg campaign, the player has to always win the mission, right?
Right.
So hence, most of these are going to be victories. So how do you make a win without, furthering the cause? How do you keep a war in balance instead of just doing
When one
Terran
side's
always
always
win,
winning.
right? So in the
Right.
Terran campaign, it was civil wars, right? So you have different
Yeah.
parts
So you're
there.
winning, but you're not always winning against the same foe.
Exactly.
You're winning against like Civil War.
Yep, and in this case, now obviously we're going to fight some Zerg here, but it's an actual, there's some actual depth to the strategy here employed by Tastar, which is we get to win. Kerrigan is simple and angry and easily baitable, and he knows this, and he's seen how ferocious the Zerg are. So obviously a lot of good Protoss died for it, but in doing so, he somehow made a strike which is previously unheard of. Something, and if you're caught, it permanently killed a Cerebrate, and the Overmind is in a coma.
Yeah.
It's gone. The Overmind's like having a seizure right now.
Is that what it means when he said give pause
Give
to
pause,
the
yeah.
Overmind?
Yeah.
Okay, that could be worded differently.
Yeah, for
To
sure.
give pause is like to make somebody think.
Yeah,
Right.
to take a second.
Yeah. give pause to the Overmind is like, that's different than knocked the Overmind out of commission.
Yeah, the Overmind's out, and that's why Daggett was talking.
Okay.
And yeah, you're right, that was super not clear.
Yeah.
That's just kind of their archaic wording that they tried to do for the Zerg Overmind and the archaic, or the Cerebrits a little bit. But, so Zos is, ironically, remember, is not just a fine little piece of character here where Zaz continually warned us about being going and being rash and doing things, and we got him killed.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the stream here and try to restart the camera.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do that.